Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to True Telos Trading. Today is December 9th, 2026. We have another A plus quality stock that we traded this morning. We were a little bit hesitant to hop in this stock because we've seen stocks just like this pop up off of breaking news and then immediately retrace. We were looking for a good volume profile. That's something that we got today. And we also have an upgrade to our True Telos Trading rating scale that we're going to be showing you all today. Let's go ahead and get into that stock of the day. The ticker of the stock we traded this morning was APVO. Again, today is the 9th of January 2026. The stock had breaking news today. It was a prominent news headline. Let me see if I could find it for us. It was they secured a $60 million line of equity or a line of credit. This will be a +3 here. I don't know how prominent that news is because I don't really know what they are going to use that equity for. But the stock was moving off of this news. The stock had below 10 million shares. As a matter of fact, it had about 950,000 shares, so well below even a million, or well below 10,000 or 10 million. So this will be a +2 here. The stock was trading above its 200 moving average. The 200 moving average on this stock, let me go back here and check and see where it was. The moving average on this stock was way down at $2.16. And when we bought this stock today, we bought it at a whopping $13.37. So well above the 200 moving average. And this is the new upgraded True Telos Trading grading scale. I decided that I wanted to include the volume of the stocks that I'm trading because I put the volume on there anyway, so I don't know why I didn't have this on the True Telos Trading grading scale. So the scale has been updated to include the volume of the stocks that I trade. If they have equal to or greater than 100,000 shares per minute volume, then I'm going to add a +1. If they have under 100,000 shares per 1 minute candle, I'm going to not add anything. It's going to be a +0. But if it has below 50,000 shares per 1 minute candle, I'm going to put a -1 because that below 50 million shares of volume is just telling me that no one is really trading their stocks. It just might be all algo, and that's not something that I want to trade. I want to trade stocks everyone else are in. And this had well over this 100,000 shares per 1 minute candle while it was going up. So this will be a +1 here. The stock was over 40%. It was about 50% when I traded it this morning. It was up 50%. This would be a +1 here. The stock was not below $10 today. Like I said, I bought it at $13.37. This would be a +0. It was the number 3 stock when we traded it this morning. This would be a +1. It was not at all-time highs. Let me go back here and check just to make sure. Actually, it was because it recently had a reverse split. The stock was at 52 week, and I need to change that here. 52 week all-time high. So this would be a +1 here. So if we had all of these together, this gives us a score of 11. And of course, I'll do this in real time. This scale needs to change because we are now +1 on everything. We scored 11 on the True Telos Trading grading for this stock. And according to the True Telos Trading grading scale, an 11 is an A+ phenomenal stock. We used a strategy called dip to resumption. We waited for the stock to dip down after a good squeeze, and then we bought the dip for a move higher. This one kind of scared me a little bit because I have a knack for buying the dip, the stock popping up very, very fast and then retracing. That is exactly what it did today, but it did come back up for us, and we were able to get out with about 34 cents per share of profit. So we got 31 or 34 cent per share of profit on this stock today. We were only in the stock for a minute, so exactly where I wanted to be. We were able to capitalize on the movement of the stock in it for less than a minute and getting out with profit. We were able to make $20.04 or 5 cent on this stock today. So it was a pretty good green day. 34 cent of profit on, or yeah, 34 cent per share profit on. How many shares did we buy? 59 shares of this stock, and that was with full buying power. So we are done for the day. We're going to take our $20.05 and call it a green Friday. It feels very, very good to be green on the week. Or green on the day, green on a Friday. I'm actually red on the week. But let's go ahead and get into the chart to see how we traded this stock today. This is our stock we traded here this morning, APVO. As you see, it made a pretty decent move all the way from $9 all the way up to $14.06. I saw it moving up on this candle here at 7:06 Central Standard Time. When I saw it moving up, I did see the news headline. I put it into my True Telos trading grading scale. Saw that it was moving off pretty good volume. On this candle, not so good volume, because as you see, it's only 15,000 shares. But on the next candle, we got to my 100,000 shares per 1 minute candle volume, which was exactly what I was wanting to see. So I was a little bit hesitant on entering. I saw it popping up here. After it beats the high of this candle at $11.69, I was very hesitant on getting in. In retrospect, I should have purchased as the stock was pushing a little bit higher. It would have given me a very good profit on the day, but I was a little bit hesitant because we've seen stocks pop up like this and immediately retrace down. I was able to get in on that next candle. I was trying to buy the dip here at close to like $13.20, but I filled at $13.37, and right after I bought it, it immediately popped up to that 1406 and then came right back down and made me like a little bit frustrated. That's something that I've been catching lately. I find myself buying the top and then selling when it goes selling when it retraces. So me buying the backside. But today I got a little bit lucky. It actually came back up on the very next candle above where I had purchased it at, and I immediately pressed the sell button, selling these 59 shares here at about $13.71, giving me that $20.05 of profit on the day. And as you can see, the stock did come back down immediately after that. So we have to be very cautious in what we are doing with the stock. So, we have to get in and get out fairly quickly. Our strategy dictates that we are not staying in trades for longer than 1 to 2 minutes at a time, because that is where that's my window of profitability, especially when using the True Telos trading rating scale. And so far today, we are successful, and we're going to end this week on a positive note. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoy this content, please don't be afraid to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. As always, I am an open book. I will see you all next week.